Hello students, welcome back with the new topic of the HTML. Today's topic is table making in HTML. So how do you create a table? We'll learn about this. So let's see first of all the table. This is a table. This type of table we can make using HTML. These are the table rows. That means the horizontal lines are called table rows, and these are the table columns. In HTML, table columns are called table data. So these vertical spaces are called the table columns and data also. Next one is the table header. That means the green colored area, the first row of the table. See this portion, this is called table header. And the table 1, this is the table name. And this table name is called the table caption. So these are the different parts of the table. And these are very important to make the table using HTML. So now we are going to the notepad to write the codes. This is a notepad, and this is the HTML and body tag already I have written. And within body tag we have to write the table tag. Table tag is used to create table, and table tag is the container element, so we have to write the closing tag also. Okay, and within table tag I am writing the tr tag and td tag. Okay, tr tag is used for the table row. First I am writing the tr and then close tr, that means tr also container element. Okay, so tr start and tr end, and within tr tag we have to create the table columns. So within a row, that means in first row I am creating the 3 columns. First column for the heading. So first row is for heading. That means we have to write the th tag for heading purpose. So th I am using, and first heading I am giving name. Name, and th also we have to close here. Then another th. Okay, I am using this small letter. Another th, that means another column of the first row. This is the roll number. Okay, and then close th. Another one is the th, and suppose marks. This is the heading, marks in percentage suppose. So close th. So this is the first row already I have created. This is the first row section, and within first row th, 3 th means 3 columns already we have created, and 3 th, that means the heading. The first row is the heading, so I have used the th. So let's see the output. File, save, and go to internet page. This is the first row, name, roll number and marks. Okay, so this is the heading. First of all, I am giving the table border. This is the attribute of the table border. Suppose I am using 4 or 3. So 3 I am giving. This is the table border. So let's see after giving border what will be the change. See, now we have given already I have given the table border. So now this is the first row, and only row one row already I have inserted, so one row is coming. Okay, and this is the first row, and first row is the heading, so we have used the TH. Then go to the notepad page, and second row I am inserting now TR. Then for second row, for column I am using the TH. Okay, TH for column. I am writing the student name. Suppose I am writing Rahul Bose. Then close TD. This is the first column. Second column of the second row, TD, and second heading is the roll number. So second column we have to give the roll number. Suppose I am giving roll number 1. Then TD close. TD again. Then third heading is the marks. So I have to insert marks. Suppose I am giving 98. Okay, in percentage I am giving 98, and after that we have to close the TR tag. Okay, so next row is this, and within next row 3 columns. 3 columns according to the first column's heading. First heading is the name. So second row first column is the name we have to write. Then first row first column is the roll number. So second row second column we have to insert any roll number. First row third column is the marks. Third column means third heading is the marks. So second row third column will be the any marks we have to insert. So now we'll go to the output page. This is the output page. Refresh. See, first row already we have done. Then now this is the second row. So second row, see, first row TR started, and then heading TH, 3 TH. First one is name, this is the name. Second one is roll number, this is the roll number. Third one is marks, this is the marks. And then we are going to the second column. Second column TR, this first row TD, second row first column. Second row first column, this is the second row, means this horizontal line is the second row, and within this horizontal line the first cell means first column. In second row first column is the name we have to insert according to the heading, I have inserted the Rahul Bose. Then the second cell, that means this one is the 1. So TD1 I have written, then TD98, this is the third column of the second row. C98 is the third column of the second row. So in this way you have to insert the table row and table column. Okay, now I am inserting the third row, and then within third row 3 columns according to this table. Okay, so I am writing here again I am writing TR for the third row, then TD the first column. Suppose I am writing the TD according to the first column name, so I am writing, suppose Amit Roy. Okay, then close the column, first column, then TD again for the second column. According to second column is the roll number we have to insert. So suppose I am giving roll number 2, and then TD close. Third column, the TD, and third column we have to insert the marks according to table. Suppose I am giving 90%, 90, and then TD. Okay, TD close, and after that this TR already I have started, so I have to close after the column, so slash TR. Okay, so I have written the codes for the third row. So now save and go to the output window. See, this is the third column already we have inserted. So in this way we have to insert the different rows and different columns. Okay, this is a normal table, and see this portion, table border I have given border 3, that's why the border already created. 3 is the thickness of the border. Suppose I am giving the border 6. Now what will be the output? Save and then refresh. See, now our table border is thicker. Okay, so in this way we have to create the border. Okay, sorry. So I am writing the border 3. Then the height and width of the table. So this is the attribute of the table, height and width. So I am writing the height. Suppose I am giving height is the 50%. The value of height will be either in percentage or in pixel. Okay, I am using the percentage. Now I am using the 50% of height. Okay, then width of the table. Width is the another attribute of the table. Suppose I am using 70% width. Okay, so let's see the output. And width also, the value of width also pixel, and percentage I am using the percentage. Save, then go to the output, refresh. See, our table height and width already changed. Okay, height 50% and width 70%, so width is larger than the height. You can change the height and width. Suppose I am specifying the width also 50%, so height and width same length. So let's see the output now. Save and go to the output page. See, now height and width are same. So in this way you can specify the width and height. Then the cell padding, this is the another one. Attribute I'm writing here. Okay, cell padding equals to cell padding value, always we have to give in pixel size. Okay, so I am writing suppose 10. This is the cell padding. So what is cell padding? Cell padding means the see output. This is the edge of the border. This is the edge of the border, edge of the cell, and cell content space. This is the cell padding. Cell and cell content space is called the cell padding. Okay, so now see, this is the table, and what will be the change after specifying the cell padding? File, save, and output. See properly. Now the cell content and cell edge, this is the cell edge and cell content, this space, now this is larger than the previous. Okay, so you can change in this way the cell padding. If you okay, now I am writing, suppose you can decrease also, or you can increase also. Suppose I am increasing the 15, so what will be the change? Save and then refresh. See, now again larger. Next attribute is the cell spacing. Cell spacing, this is the next attribute, is the cell spacing. Cell spacing means the space between two cells. Space between two cells, this is the cell spacing. Suppose I am writing the writing 10, and it is also the pixel size. Okay, so save and then go to the output page. See the space between two cells. Okay, so now our table is this. See the table. In this way we can specify the cell space. If you increase, then increase this size. Suppose I am writing 20, so save, then go to the page. See, now again large, now the larger than previous. So in this way we can specify the cell space and cell padding. Cell padding is the edge and content space between edge and content space, that means this area, and cell spacing, that means this cell and this cell middle space area. Okay, using cell spacing you can increase or decrease the middle space between two cells. Then I am decreasing this size because this is very big, just 10 I am writing. Okay, now I am putting the border color. This is another one attribute, the border color. Suppose I am writing the border color blue. Okay, so save and then go to the output page, refresh. Now the border color is the blue, and I have given the cell padding and cell spacing the smaller value, so now the size also smaller. So this is the table. Now I am changing the height and width. Okay, the height I am giving 20% because height is very big. So now I am decreasing the, what happened, save the file. Not change. Okay, 20% is too small, so 50% and width 70%, it's better, and table looks like also good. See, then table attributes, already I have completed all table attributes. Then two attributes left. This is busy color of the table. Busy color means background color of the table, so I am putting here the background color. Here I am writing busy color of the table. This is another one attribute of the table. Busy color equals to, suppose I am giving the green, green is not green, yellow. I am giving the attribute yellow, sorry, not attribute yellow, busy color is the attribute and value is the yellow. And another one attribute is the align. Align means the position of the table. Three values are there, left, right and center. I am using the center position. Okay, so let's see the output. Save and go to the output page. See, now our table is the center position of the text. Okay, so this is the align, and the background color means the table background color is yellow. I have given the busy color yellow. Okay, so these are the table attribute. And now I am going to the table name, that means the caption. Okay, so after table tag I am writing the caption attribute for giving the table name. Caption, suppose our table name is the student details, so student then details. Student details, the table name, so I am writing the table name. And then caption is the container element, so we have to close the caption tag. Okay, so save and refresh. This is the student details. By default the caption is always in top, but if you specify this caption bottom of the table, then you can specify using the align this attribute. This is the only one attribute of the caption tag is align. If you keep the caption bottom of the table, so right button align equals to button. Only two values are there for the alignment of the caption, top and button. By default it is top, You can specify also stop, but if you specify the bottom, that means the table caption will be in the bottom. Okay, bottom of the table will be bottom of the table. So save and go to the output page. See, now the student details, this table name now is now at the bottom of the table. Okay, so in this way we can create the table, and we can create the caption also. Today's video, up to this next video of the next topic of the HTML. Thank you.